One day in 2005, 8 a.m., somewhere. 10 hours, 0 minutes. Trapped within the dark confines of a shipping container, Rita Smith snores. The foam mattress she sleeps on has been squashed flat by her considerable bulk. A steady stream of saliva oozes from the side of her mouth and soaks into tufts of her brown facial hair. Even in the dimly lit steel cell, she looks older than her actual 38 years. There are 4 other occupied bunks below hers. Each of them is suspended by thick chains fixed to the container's wall. A few feet away, on the opposite wall, hang 5 more bunks, also occupied. A narrow walkway separates each set of bunks. At the foot of the bunks, the container's doors are locked shut by a set of powerful hydraulic arms. Above the doors, a wall-mounted digital clock provides a faint glow of light. Its digital display, 10 hours. Everything within the container reflects the soft red hue emitted by the clock's digits. There is an impenetrable steel bulkhead at the head of the bunks that hides a further unseen compartment beyond. All 10 unconscious prisoners are held captive in the sealed, stark, and claustrophobic compartment. The 7 men and 3 women are unkempt. The men need a shave, and the women some urgent pampering. Bright orange one-piece prison overalls are the fashion statement of the day. Each uniform is identified by a unique number, 60, 61, 62, up to 69. An American flag is emblazoned on each prisoner's chest. Army combat boots complete the uniform. A seamless, sleek steel collar is locked around the prisoners' necks. The collars are techno wonders. Each is embedded with a miniature digital countdown clock, also set to 10 hours. A row of 10 small unlit LEDs is fixed in place alongside the digits. Stamped into the collar's casing are the ominous words, Danger, C4, tamper-proof explosive charge. Apart from Rita's continued snoring, the container is quiet. The screech of an alarm buzzer shatters the silence. All countdown clocks initiate. 9:59:59, 9:59:58, 9:59:57. The hydraulics rams activate and push open the container doors. Morning sunlight streams into the container and bathes the prisoners. The doors glide to a halt. Rita stirs in her bunk. The other prisoners begin to wake up. Some of them shield their eyes from the intense daylight that now assaults their senses. Some yawn and stretch. Others wipe sleep from their eyes. They are all dazed and confused. A middle-aged, balding man, Lloyd Smith, tries to focus on his new and unfamiliar surroundings. He peers around the container and then shakes his head in disbelief. He attempts to sit up, but smacks his forehead hard up against the steel frame of Rita's bunk above him. "Ow, fuck!" Lloyd cries out. Rita rolls over onto her side and looks for a ladder to climb down. There isn't one. She swings one of her legs downward and aims her foot at the side rail of Lloyd's bunk. Her movements are awkward and sloth-like. Lloyd pokes his head out into the container's open gangway. He continues to look for clues that will shed any light on his predicament. Then Rita's colossal calf collides squarely onto his recent injury. "Hey, you're killing me down here!" Lloyd yells. Rita holds onto his bunk chain support and swings her other leg downwards. She pants from the physical exertion. Lloyd ducks and avoids Rita's other incoming leg. "Fuck it!" Rita becomes stuck, and her prison uniform pulls tight around her crotch, which is now inches from Lloyd's face. "Jesus Christ, lady!" Appalled, Lloyd looks away. "Hey, I'm trying here." "Well, try fucking harder." A few more anxious prisoners leave their bunks, and the gangway begins to fill up with bodies. Rita's feet reach the edge of the bottom bunk. Her head is now level with Lloyd's. She is in shock, her eyes wide open. They show fear. She stares at Lloyd. "What's going on here?" Rita asks. "How the fuck do I know?" "Hey, mister, there's no need for—" She loses her grip and falls onto the floor of the container, then stumbles, landing against a radiant Latina beauty called Sophia Smith. Sophia cries out, "Ow, you're hurting me!" She pushes Rita away and out through the container's open doors, then gathers herself. She tidies her thick mane of black hair. Her olive skin has a certain healthy, radiant glow about it. Lloyd descends from his bunk. He liked the way Sophia handled herself. He also likes the way Sophia looks. He puffs his chest out. "Nice work!" "You know what's happening?" Sophia asks. You're asking the wrong person, Lloyd says. He glances around the container and yells, "Who the fuck's in charge here?" Opposite Sophia, Matt Smith half sits up in his bunk. He is stiff, and his movements are measured, as if he is trying to avoid the onset of pain. He stretches. His body begins to warm as his circulation returns to normal. His tousled look and rakish manner have appeal in a nonchalant, privileged birthright kind of way. Matt is puzzled but calm, and he addresses no one in particular. "Wherever here actually is." The epitome of female perfection rises from another bunk and joins Lloyd and Sophia in the gangway. She has the body of a Playboy centerfold model, but a face that shines out full of unpretentious, hearty Sunday school goodness. Her name is Nevada Smith, and she is frightened. "Well, here sure ain't no Jackson County," Nevada says. Matt studies Nevada and Sophia. He thinks, "My lucky day." Although waking up alongside two beautiful women is not unfamiliar to him, it's a timely and welcome distraction to the alien world he now finds himself in. Matt continues to cast an appreciative eye over the perfect forms for a few more seconds, before he scans around the container for any further pointers that might reveal his newly found whereabouts. "Dreamin'," Matt holds out his hand in front of him, then studies it. "Or trippin'." His hand is rock steady. He thinks, so far so good. His body and mind appear to be free of the usual recreational drugs he consumes. Sophia feels her stomach cramping up. She rests a hand on her abdomen as nausea builds up within her. She leans over and vomits onto the floor of the container. Strands of her hair fall forward and dip into the warm, lumpy mess. The stench of the vomit fills the container. "Oh, shit," Sophia moans. She retches again, this time bile. The green liquid splatters into her first pool of sickness. Sophia spits out the remains of the foul-tasting stomach contents. "You okay?" Matt asks. She doesn't look up. "Do I look okay?" Sorry, dumb question." Sophia wipes away the sick from the side of her mouth. "I'll be fine. Just give me a minute." "Sure." Some of the other shocked prisoners leave their bunks and step into the gangway. They step over and around Sophia and head toward the open container doors. Lloyd slips on the vomit and lands on top of it. The warm gunk smears and sticks to the backside of his uniform and soaks through the thin orange fabric. "Crap!" he shouts. He drags himself back to his feet. "Lady, you could have waited." "Can't you see she's sick?" Nevada protests in Sophia's defense. The reek of the vomit becomes stronger and pervades the container. Lloyd puts his hand over his mouth and pushes past Nevada. "Let me the fuck out of here!" "Where I came from, a gentleman always attends to a lady first. Good manners cost a good man nothing." Nevada glares after Lloyd. Save it, lady. I'm from Minnesota." Lloyd strides out of the container. Nevada helps Sophia, and they join some of the other prisoners shuffling along the gangway towards the open doors. One by one, they step out of the container.